guys, it's Eric here at Farpoint Farms. Check it out. The fine folks over at Wild Badger. These are the same guys and gals that sent me this thing. This is the Wild Badger 16-inch chainsaw. I have been insanely pleased with this. We've cut up quite a few trees and branches and such with this. Really enjoying it much. I've already had to sharpen a blade once and probably about due to sharpen it again. I've got it up here to do some work today. Well, they were kind enough to say, hey, you know what? We've got a 40-volt lawn mower here that we want to send you, and I was interested in it. This is not an insignificant amount of power, so I like that they're doing that instead of 18-volt systems. And of course, we'll get this out. We'll get it all set up here, and we'll hopefully, if it doesn't have a charge, I can use the battery out of the other one there. Okay, so our little bagger here. Cool. Some boxes here. This is probably, imagine, yeah. So here's our Wild Badger 40-volt battery charger. And this is probably our 40-volt battery. Yep. Okay, let's see what kind of power we got here. So it came with 3 bars of juice. That's nice. Main unit here. The color is a nice dark blue. I always love playing with stuff like this. So there it is to get this part here. If you want to have your bagger on there, and again, I'm not going to use that, but that just kind of hooks in here, and then that closes down. So it's really simple to get this going. Here, of course, is our run stop. This isn't powered mower. This is just let go and the power turns off. Turn it on, the power goes on. So fairly simple operating. And then lastly, to put this into perspective here, our battery cover is here, and it just flips up, and we slide our battery into place like so. That's all there is to it. Not a whole lot going on there. And that is it. To adjust the height, and I kind of like this, one lever here, and it raises and lowers the entire unit. You don't have individual, if you see all four wheels come up. That's cool. I really like that. All right, well, there's nothing underneath this, so I guess I can go ahead and we'll just run it for a second in here, and then we'll head on outside and I'll show you how it cuts some grass. This is our safety release, but in order to make this baby run, it's a 2-step. You have a button here, and I'm only going to run it for a second because we are inside here. But you can hear it fire up. And that, my friends, is it. Once that's pressed and you pull back, then it'll stay running. Let's go cut some grass. Now, it's still early spring here on the farm, so we don't have a ton of grass to cut, but we'll go through it and see what she can do. I'm excited. All right, well, here we go. I am going to lower it down a few. That's a good spot right there. And we're going to take it for a spin and see how she works. Safety in. Cool. This grass isn't very long, but I've got some down by the house that has been growing a little better. So let's take the equipment down there and check it out down there. All right, hopefully you can see it, but a little longer along here, and we can do some along the front as well. But let's try it out on this. I'll say this, I don't know who told you that it was 91 decibels. There is no way this is 91 decibels. Maybe 29 decibels. This is nothing. I can hardly hear this thing running. I'll tell you something else. 27 pounds, when you're used to pushing a real push mower around, a gas-powered push mower, This is nothing as well. This is extremely easy to push. Of course, there's some downsides to it. I think my regular lawnmower has a 21-inch blade on it. This being only 18, you're going to increase the amount of time you spend on this thing. But for the trade-off, I mean, if I lived in an area that had a small lawn the size of this, I don't know if you caught that, but it apparently has 2 speeds. When it gets into stuff that's a little thicker, it kicks into high gear. That's kind of a cool feature. This is why I should read manuals more often. Now, I'm telling you what, I'm impressed. This thing's actually cutting really well. Super easy to push around since it's so lightweight. And if you lived in a house with just 1-car garage or just a shed, holy cow, this thing doesn't take up any room. It's also extremely easy to lift. 28 pounds. That's great. I don't know how well it's showing up, but I could easily do this all day. This is good cardio, but it ain't a lot of pushing. That's pretty awesome. So there it is, the Wild Badger. I like it. It's super lightweight, which makes up for a lot of the little shortcomings that an electric mower or a smaller mower like this might have. But overall, I'm very pleased with it. I'll leave a link to where you can get this as well as the chainsaw. And until next time, my friends, take care.